and freedom is our nationality. Yeah. We need to show that on September 20th. But a lot of people still don't have that hope. And I'm going to tell you, there's hope. And there's a way forward. In Canada, we know that if we are to believe the government numbers, and I take anything from government with more than just a grain of salt. But they're saying that there's 6.5 million Canadians who are refusing to be vaccinated. Yeah. And just remember, Justin Trudeau won the last election with 6 million votes. Can we win?
Yeah.
Absolutely. We got to get off the couch. We have to go to the ballot box. We have to volunteer. We have to put lawn signs in. We have to sign nomination papers. We have to get involved. This is a battle for our future, for our children and our grandchildren. And we can't let them down.
We won't.
My mom and dad left a prosperous, free country for me to grow up in. I'm going to do the same thing for my children and my grandchildren. That's what we all have to do. And here's a little interesting tidbit for those people who think we can't win. And I know we're going to win. But for those who think that we can't win, for those who think that they can't win, and that's an excuse to stay on the couch, that's an excuse to stay home and do nothing. COVID is a great excuse to do nothing in life. But for us, COVID is a reason we have to be motivated, be involved, and win. And I'm going to say, yesterday there was an election in Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately for Nova Scotia, they don't have a PPC party yet. But here's, up until yesterday, there had been 4 elections, provincial elections in Canada. The first 3, they all returned the incumbent government. Yesterday was the first time an incumbent government lost during COVID.
Yeah.
And even though the polls said that the Liberals were going to win, even though the polls said that this was not going to happen, it happened. And there's one other little interesting part of that story. There was one independent member of the Nova Scotia legislature who had got kicked out of their caucus for speaking out against lockdowns, for attending anti-lockdown rallies. That woman got kicked out of her caucus. She ran as an independent, and she won.
Yay!
We know this. Regardless of what the government and the media and the pundits are saying, we know this. There's a great many people who have been opposed to these COVID measures for 17 months. A great many. But they've been quiet. They've been silenced. They've been reluctant and apprehensive to speak out because of the cancel culture that we've adopted here, because of the scorn and the ridicule that the media will put on them, the marginalization on social media. But what yesterday's election told us, what it told us in spades, those quiet people had the courage. They knew they could vote their conscience in the secrecy of the ballot box. Right? On September 20th, the ballot box will be our avenue to success. That's where people and Canadians will be able to lay claim to a free country, a future for our family and children, and return Canada to once it really needs to be at the top of the mountain, the top of the hill, where prosperity and success is found. And with PPC and Maxime Bernier, that's where we're going to find it. So I can't stress this enough. It's up to us. If you're looking for somebody to get us out of this mess, I know where you can find that person. Look in the mirror. That's where you're going to find success. That's where you're going to find freedom. That's where you're going to find your future. That's going to be the person who stands up for you the most, is right in that mirror. Get involved. Join up our local campaigns. Encourage your friends and family members to get together. Put in lawn signs. Donate if you can. And together, we will make Canada the freest country in this world.